What up, YouTube? It's your boy Calvin. So Good Gardener coming back at you real quick, like with another one. And I want y'all to understand something. Last time I said the way I was getting rid of fire blight was drastic. Okay, let's be real. I just got rid of the whole freaking tree. It had to go. I got that video. It's back on my playlist somewhere. But this time, I'm taking a different approach. I want you to see why and how the outcome could be in my favor. So let's go. All right, this is a Granny Smith apple tree. Okay, and she good now. She got some size to her. She kind of wide and all outside. Got some curvage. She look good. Other than the fire blight, you know, it's like she's been playing all day and she dirty, but she's still hot. You know what I'm saying? She's still cute. But don't worry about the blight, because I'm gonna show you my method. And I can't remember the guy's name. I watched it months and months ago, but he dropped a video and I said, you know what? That makes total sense to me. And I want to share it with my viewers. All right. So this is a this is a Granny Smith apple. And that one is a golden delicious. And she got fire blight too. Something that didn't get it. And you know it's spread by pollinators, right? Because these trees have been in my backyard in the So Good Garden orchard for over 3 years now. They've never had fire blight until this year. So it's spread by the bees actually, or other pollinators that touch something with fire blight and then come over here and bring it to your tree. And it's all throughout my neighborhood. Anybody that's got an apple tree or a pear tree has fire blight in it, all throughout my neighborhood. And that's in Dallas, Fort Worth. Okay. But a tree that's resistant to it is the beast. This Orient pear tree. She said fire blight. Please, that's all you got? Please, shake it off. She just shook it off, brushed the shoulders off and kept moving. Like, step off. She loaded with fruit. I'll show you a harvest video on that one ASAP, all right? But back to this. The reason or the way that I'm gonna get rid of this fire blight, I want you to see something. Understand, you see what a fire blight is, but right behind it is new growth. And you can tell if I did this video with a little bit more sun up, you would be able to tell, but let me see if I can show you right here. All right, you see fire blight and you see how ate up the limb is. It's all dried out, no life to it. And then bam, new growth right there. So you can sort of see right where the fire blight ends, new growth begins. The tree is fighting it by itself. Too many times we go in there hacking away. I got to cut it all the way back to the freaking root for it to grow back up and to kill that fire blight. No. What I'm going to do, this is your boy. This is what I'm going to do. This year, once these two trees go fully dormant, I'm going to let them drop all their leaves, and then I will treat the fire blight. And little pieces like this, that's on this limb with all this beautiful growth on it, most people would cut that limb all the way back here trying to catch that fire blight. No, I will trim it right there. I mean, this tree is going to be bare root. I mean, it's down to nothing. I'm talking deep into the winter, right before spring hits almost. That's when I'm going to actually treat it or take care of it. All right, I'll cut this thing down all the way to there, give it time to heal over and reproduce new leaves for the spring next year. All right, because you see, here's another one. Look at the fire blight. Stops right there, and new growth is all around this tree. All right. Yeah, I could water it better, but because it's been dry here in Texas, or in North Texas at least, not down in Houston area, but in North Texas. But once again, I just want you to see and understand that even if I cut it back to here and let it sprout out from right there and just took all of this off, that would still be fine. I'm not having to cut it all the way back to the actual, root stock of the tree and, ruin the life of my tree and have to wait for it to fruit another 4 years because it had fruit on it. This one actually, it's Golden Delicious, had fruit on it, but it actually dropped some. I've got maybe 2 pieces left around the top. It hasn't had much. This is the first year it even really fruited and held on to it. This one has fruited and she's still holding on to it, even with the fire blight. So understand, that you don't have to take and those drastic steps to get rid of fire blight all the time. Right here, I just want y'all to keep seeing that new growth is pushing out behind it. So the tree is fighting back. It's not just gonna give up. Look at that. Fire blight, new growth. All over. Fire blight right there, new growth right there. It will get trimmed and it'll be easy to identify because the limb will be pretty much dead. Now in between, with the limb that has the actual fire blight on it, in between each cut though, I'm gonna have to use some, what's that spray? What's that spray? The disinfectant spray, whatever. In between each and every cut, disinfectant spray or some rubbing alcohol or something like that to make sure I don't spread it, because that's what I was doing before. As you see these right here, you see those right there? I kept cutting, thinking that I was getting rid of it, thinking that it was actually windburn at the beginning, but it was fire blight. So I stopped. I said, I gotta take a different approach to this thing and not harm my tree. There's another cut that I made, okay? And it actually helped. That one worked. Even though the fire blight's still a little bit right there, it pushed out a bunch of new growth. So the tree is telling me, I'm here for you. I ain't giving up on you. You don't give up on me. So we in this together. It's me and you. Oh, baby. Come on, sing the song if you know it. All right. But just giving you something. Whenever you see fire blight, don't panic. Don't just say, my tree is ruined. It's got to go. But I will say this now, as a warning to these two trees, that if the fire blight comes back next year and you don't produce, you pretty much got to go. All right? Because we're growing food. It's all about food and feeding my family. I ain't going to keep cutting and trimming and hoping for the best when I could put something else here, a freaking pomegranate or whatever. I could put anything else here and let it grow and give me some food for my family. So you on time, you on the clock. All right. But let me show you something else before I get out of here with this quick short video. All right. Just some quick figs. Okay. I got to do a whole tour and let y'all see what's going on. But I ain't going to tell you the variety. Boy, you sure smell good, girl. You're smelling so sweet. Just ripen up for me. Let me bite you. Girl, you're looking good, Lord. About to have a moment out here with that thing. All right. That's a fig. Here's a pomegranate. She only got this one. I ain't gonna tell you what variety. Come back for the whole tour for that, okay? There's another one. She just got pollinated. She'll make it before it gets too cold. A little cantaloupe action. Don't pay no attention to all that. Over here, those of you who want to grow pomegranates in containers, come back for the tour. You'll see what kind of variety that is. But you want to see some? What is that? What kind of what you growing? We'll talk about it later on. But y'all, that's all I got for you. Just remember to keep sowing and keep growing in every single area of your life. And remember, sow some love, y'all. And don't get rid of your trees just because they got fire blight. And don't cut it back all the way down to the kneecaps just because it's got some fire blight. I'm going to end this video with a sneak peek of what in the what is that? Love y'all. And I'm out. Peace.